Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hope all of you are well. I am also fine by the grace of Allah. I am Qazi Mahmud, Assistant Professor, Gulshan Model School and College. And today we will learn punctuation, question number 12, class 11-12. And before starting the class, first I should say that all of you should maintain some rules of health that to be very important in today's session. As you know that we are facing a crucial moment because of coronavirus, COVID-19. We have to maintain some rules of health. We have to stay at home, and also we have to maintain social distance, stay away minimum in 3 feet or 6 feet, and we should take nutritious food to increase our immunity at home. All of us should take some exercise so that we can be fit. However, now I am going to start my class, online class. So today we learn about punctuation, question number 12, and here now you can see that there are some punctuation, very important punctuation that to be used to solve this question. First, we know that assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative, optative and exclamatory. So interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence, there are two different types of punctuation that to be used, but in the rest of assertive, imperative and optative, full stop is used. So when we want to write some words, long words in a short form, suppose February, if you write Feb, so full stop should be used. If the time AM, so A full stop, M full stop, PM, P full stop, M full stop, etc. full word. If you want to write in a short form, say etc. Full stop. But remember that abbreviation word not followed by full stop. Suppose here B full stop, C, no, BBC. This is abbreviation word. But the rest of the word if we write in a short form, so full stop used. There are some words, as you know, that email writing, suppose www.com or gmail.com. So dot, that means full stop. And now comma. Comma, there are few words that to be separated. If you want to write, suppose bread, comma, coffee, comma, milk and tea. Always remember that the word that to be used before milk, so comma is not used, will not be used. Always remember. And here a sentence, if you come, comma, I will go. You can see the sentence. If you come, comma, I will go, full stop. So here you must notice that this is dependent clause and the independent clause. If you want to separate dependent clause from the independent or independent clause from the dependent, so comma should be used. And you tries, comma, isn't you, question mark. So this is tag question. So comma is used to just indicate the tag question. He said, comma, I play football, full stop. he said, comma. So quotation, if you just want to separate the quotation, so comma is used. He said, he replied, in this way. There are also some words that comma is used. Suppose I therefore prayed of, I, comma, therefore, comma, in this way. Now inverted comma. Inverted comma is used when you know direct speech. We just when you do narration, as you know, direct. I say it. There are some sentences now. I am giving example. I say it. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a quotation, so inverted comma. And this inverted comma, if there are some suppose name of books or name of something that to be separated from the sentences, so this inverted comma. Suppose a book name the strengths. A book, suppose name the strengths. So the strengths written by Rofik is very nice to me. The book, this inverted comma is used. Inverted comma, this is also inverted comma. Question mark, as you know, interrogative sentence. So what type of sentences that are in the interrogative sentence? A sentence expresses question. So if you want to know something by asking, so we use the interrogative sentence. And interrogation mark or question mark is very simple. And to find out this type of sentence, it's very easy. What is your name? It's interrogative sentence. And now exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is used in an exclamatory sentence, and there are some words that to be used to indicate interjection. As you know, that sudden feeling or emotion, sudden feeling, emotion. Suppose, alas, he is undone. Alas, exclamation mark. And when you feel your feeling, your emotion sudden, that in that regard you should use exclamation mark. Stop, don't come, stop. It's a feeling, sudden feeling. So exclamation mark. This is apostrophe. Apostrophe, as you know, that usually used to indicate of. Suppose the book of Rahim. The book of Rahim. So the same sentence we can say Rahim's book. Rahim apostrophe S. Rahim's book. Okay, now there are some punctuation marks usually used to solve the questions, and as you know that interlevel mainly dialogue, 95% are dialogue that is set up in the question paper, and the learners or the students are told to write correctly. And on the question there's a indicate in this way, rewrite the text, correcting the errors. Total marks 5, and each error goes to 0.5 into 10 equal 5. This is a dialogue. We have to solve this dialogue, and as you know that in a dialogue we have to correct using the punctuation and also the letters. Now let's start. May I come in, sir? Here, yes, sir, it's one kind of address. So always remember, if you indicate the address in the sentence middle or last, so the first letter always be small, but the address if you use at the first, and we know that every sentence starts with capital letter. May I come in, sir? Here M, capital letter, that may rightly used, but S here will be small letter but written here capital letter. So you should say, you should write S small letter, and there is no punctuation here. So at last this is a complete idea I can get from the sentence. So here full stop, here full stop. And the learners, dear students, notice that here also some punctuations already used, and you have to use the rest of punctuations and some punctuation that you correcting. So how to just how to indicate that it's your punctuation, that you have used punctuation, the examiner so that clearly understand, and how is it possible. So you should mark something. Suppose S, if you write here, first you have to write the question, you have to write this dialogue full on your answer script, using correctly. And here, as you know, that sir here wrongly, R here will be a small letter. So you should write here S, S small, letter, in this way, S small letter. And you can sign here underline or circle, so that examiner can understand that you have used this punctuation. So I think it will be better for you to write in this way. May I come in, comma, S capital letter, sir, S small letter, underline, and here question mark, underline. That means this two punctuation marks you have used, and you have to indicate giving underline, or you can encircle it. So underline better, so that already told that the examiner now can understand that this punctuation marks used by the examinees. And the second sentence, principal, yes, come in, yes, comma, come in, full stop, because the idea here is complete. So full stop, here comma. Yes, no, if this type of just your expression in a dialogue, so comma, yes, comma, no, comma, in this way, come in, full stop. If the sentence is complete, so full stop will be used. Now the third sentence, reporter, sir, I am Aman from the Daily Star. Here no punctuation mark, so the sentence is complete, full stop here used, underline. And here all the rest of the words are here given rightly. Now here, please, comma, be seated. Here idea is complete, a sentence is complete, so here full stop, here full stop. What can I do for you? This is a question, you want to know what to do. What can I do for you? This is question, and it is your punctuation, that's why underline. I want to know about the brilliant result of your college. It's a complete sentence, but there is no punctuation, so it's a complete sentence, your idea is complete, so you should use full stop. But the sentence, it's a complete sentence, you should use full stop, underline. All credit must be yours, a complete sentence, and the punctuation rightly used, the letters also rightly used, so there is no punctuation to be used here. So here no, as you know that this is the say yes, comma, the same way no, comma, comma. Credit goes to my students who worked hard. Okay, credit goes to my students who worked hard. Rightly used, all of. And now if you count here, suppose there are some punctuations and letters that to be corrected in this dialogue, and also underlines given here. That means the examiner given this punctuation and corrected these letters and punctuation. So now it's easily understand that this punctuation, this letter, this punctuation given by the examiner. Now count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 errors that you have corrected. So already I told you that it's really easy to get 10 marks. Okay, so suppose there's another way, and it is the best method. If you follow this method, so I think it will be better for you to get full marks, 5 out of 5, undoubtedly. So what is that? Just there, as you know that there are a lot of dialogues in your grammar book, whatever the book that followed by you, lot of dialogues, and as you know that when you just want to solve any narration from direct to indirect, so direct narration, if you just copy from the book, there as you know it's one kind of dialogue, and they are also used different types of punctuations. So if you are habituated of just writing that dialogues on your answer script using the punctuations, just copying, so whatever the this type of questions if you face in exam hall, it's easy for you, will be easy for you to give the right answer. So dear students, I hope that I hope you can be benefited from this class. In the next class again I will just try my level best to make you understand about the grammatical terms, and also through practice. Okay, so now thanks to all. Okay, in the next class we'll meet you again. Okay, thank you.